It's a disease that robs people of their memories. And right now, there are nearly 5 million senior citizens living with it. In less than 50 years, that number will triple. Tonight, a closer look at Alzheimer's disease and its devastating effects on families.
I've lost 3 generations to this disease. I lost 2 great-grandmothers, a grandmother and a grandfather, and both of my parents to Alzheimer's.
I had a grandmother. My grandmother on my dad's side had Alzheimer's disease, and she lost all those memories of interacting with her children and then her grandchildren, lost their names. And that was like someone slowly was stealing my grandmother away from me over the years.
All of the devastating things are, it's hard to lose a person you love. It's so hard to lose them one brain cell at a time, one function at a time, one ability at a time. So when you're with them, caring for them, and you see that yesterday mom could help wash the dishes, and today she has no idea what to do to pick up a dish and wash it. They can't communicate with us the way they used to, but their spirit is always there. And sometimes you'll have magical moments of connection because it's like a curtain goes up in the brain or the eyes even, and you'll see them there, and sometimes they can communicate very clearly when they haven't been able to for a while. I had a fabulous experience with my mom. I was holding her hand on Mother's Day, and I was talking across her to my dad, and I had said basically, Mom, in my mind and in a prayer, please Mom, if you could let me have a sign you know who I am, please let me know that you know who I am. And all of a sudden, I was in the middle of a sentence with my dad, and my mom looked right at me, and she said, I know who you are. And I was stunned. I was just stunned, and I was so excited. I said, oh, I know who you are, too. You're my mom, and I love you, and thank you for everything you did for me in my whole life, and I love you so much, Mom. She said, I love you, too. And then the curtain went down again. There wasn't any more sense after that that was made with her words, but that was teaching me I'm still here. One of the things that's so amazing is when you're dealing with this, you sometimes think you're the only person who's dealing with it.
And so caregiver support groups are important.
And it's good to see all of you family members here again. Typical meeting is we start out, we introduce ourselves, and we talk about our loved ones.
And so we denied it for a couple of years, but in the end I had to admit it, yes, she has Alzheimer's.
My daughter said to me, Daddy, if you don't put her into care, you're going to do yourself an injury, because I'd lost 20 pounds in weight in 8 weeks and I wasn't getting much sleep.
We talk about our frustrations, our emotions, our anxieties, our guilt feelings.
Because if you're doing caregiving, it is challenging, and if you're not perfect at it, you feel like you failed. Or if you can't keep the bargain of, don't worry, I'll never put you in the home, and you place the parent in a home, there's guilt around that, like I promised I wouldn't, and now I have.
My heart bleeds for the people that come in, and you can see they're new, and they just look like they're exhausted. They've been struggling with a family member, they've been searching for help, and you just want to wrap your arms around them, but you also know to just let them come to you in their own time.
And so this has been my first experience with any support group, and it has been very helpful.
I would not have gotten through it, I myself, had it not been for this support group.
I have cried in here, I've had anger in here, confusion, I thought, how can this be? And laughter. You never come to a meeting that you don't walk away happy.
For more information about Alzheimer's and support groups, go to the Family Matters section at KATU.com.